We are doing very good. Last year we focused to make our balance sheet and our operating expenses, bring it line with the world-class standards, benchmark them, trying to improve year on year. Again, progress is slow, right? Doesn't happen one time. We started to build them and we see some benefits coming in this year with the year began. So we definitely keeps on working on it. If we see ourselves in terms of compliance and control, we have already presented that we have secured and actually accredited by ISO now. We have 3 ISO certifications in last year. Again, this talks about benchmark. We won an award in our reward and recognition category in the Prudential HR survey, which talks about how we spend, what we spend on the staff, how we take care of them. And again, it's world class. It's benchmarked against not only just local Ugandan companies, but internationally. And we keep on focusing on governance. I think it is very, very important for a pharmaceutical company. We are not a company which is small. We are not a company which is involved in production of things which, does not risk humans. So we produce pharmaceuticals, so governance has to be important. Compliance has to be important because when a patient takes your product, he takes with an expectation of getting the relief, right? If you have fever or pain and you consume a product, you expect it to relieve you with that pain and suffering. And to make sure that happens, we continue to invest, we continue to build capacity within the country. So we made a net profit, which is not operating profit, but I just want to bring to attention that last year we paid close to 7 billion Uganda shillings as tax. So that's the contribution which you don't see it because it's above the net profit line, which we historically never paid. Last year, so $24 billion we made, 24 billion Uganda shillings. Sorry, we always work on dollars, so it always falls back on UGX. So we made 24 billion Uganda shillings as net profit. If we strip out Zambia, because what generally people do, they say, okay, you collected 19 billion from Zambia, so that's what is added to profit. It's not like that because you pay tax on that as well. So if you strip out Zambia completely from that 24, we made 11 billion net profit on a base business, which is again a handsome growth if you see from the previous year we were to the same value we were in loss position. Yes, so last year we set up a strategy and we said that as we have played a bigger role in HIV, AIDS, malaria and hepatitis in past, but we increasingly see there is to have quality affordable drugs on other therapy areas as well. And that's what made us decide to build new portfolio of products which expanded into anti-infectives, pain, gastro category mainly, CB diabetes. So if you see cardiovascular and diabetes, it's growing disease. It's a lifestyle disease now people say because every other person have hypertension, have diabetes. So we're going to venture into that space. We already have launched 2 products in the last year cycle and we have a plan to launch 9 in this year. We're making good progress. It's to diversify ourselves beyond just HIV, malaria and AIDS and play our role as a quality manufacturers for treatments in areas which are not HIV, malaria and hepatitis. The Ugandan should expect a sustainable business which works on to make sure there is a return. We have demonstrated that this year with last 2 years of continuous decline in our profit. This year we came back and we have a net profit position. I mean, I know a lot of people say, but it's Zambia, but if you even exclude Zambia, our position is a lot more stronger than what it was before. And with the systems and controls we put, if we keep on building on them, I think we have a great future as a company. We have invested in future growth objectives like anti-cancer. Nobody is doing anti-cancer, but I think we have made our commitment to set up an anti-cancer plant. That plant will not only produce anti-cancer, but it will also produce sickle cell anemia treatments. Just to give you a context, right? Globally, every year, there are 400,000 kids born with sickle cell disease every year. And there is just one treatment right now, which we are planning to produce in this facility. It needs a specialized facility. You cannot make it in a common facility. And we will use the anti-cancer facility to produce sickle cell product as well. Yeah, I have shared in during the AGM as well. I mean, it remains a concerned area to us, specifically with the prospect what we shared, specifically with the growth projections and growth we have seen in profit numbers, specifically the turnaround of the company, new product range which we are bringing, Zambia collection, and with all those positive results, I am still shocked to say why the share price go down. It is a strange phenomena, and probably it's reflect in the market we operate. Other places with these changes and development, you see some kind of a positive outlook in share price, but you don't see that here. So probably it's also a market phenomena, but I don't know. That's the concern for us also, right? If even doing good, and you see the share price under pressure. Definitely. I mean, I think export is where the bigger opportunities are. We do have huge export market, but it's mostly supplied through funders and institutional buyers. What we are doing now is trying to do inroads ourselves, like the DRC discussion, like the South Sudan, like Tanzania, where we go ourselves as a company, not just through funders. What we also realize that it's not going to be possible only on one or two products. You know, we strongly believe that if you have a bigger basket, you have a bigger opportunity in those markets. So that's the reason, if you see in all of our presentation, we're talking about building a bigger portfolio beyond just HIV, malaria and AIDS. They are our core products. We will continue to do it. Like Zambia, I think with the change in Zambia and the positive response in terms of getting the returns, the money we owed to the government, probably will open the Zambia business opportunity again. We will look into how we can restart, but within the terms which will not risk the company. It means where our revenue is secured, the payment has been made in time, so we'll put all those conditions in place. But we will hope to see that we revive that business. We invested in it in past. Similar to that is the Tanzania. We're also looking into that, something we can do of that sort in Tanzania. And rust is mostly going to be export from here to those countries.